Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning viewers. You are still with me, Satrio Haji Pangestu, on GTV, Thursday, 27 May 2021. In 5 minutes, I will accompany you to listen to the latest news on this sunny morning, namely, new WHO Global Compact to speed up action to tackle diabetes. The World Health Organization new Global Diabetes Compact aims to bring a much-needed boost to effort to prevent diabetes and bring treatment to all who need it 100 years after the discovery of insulin. The compact is being launched today at the Global Diabetes Summit, which is co-hosted by WHO and the Government of Canada with the support of the University of Toronto. During the event, the President of Kenya will join the Prime Ministers of Fiji, Norway, and Singapore. The WHO Global Ambassador for Non-Communicable Disease and Injuries, Michael R. Bloomberg, and Ministers of Health from a number of countries, as well as diabetes experts and people living with diabetes, to highlight the ways in which they will support this new collaborative effort. Other UN agencies, civil society partners, and representatives of the private sector will also attend. The risk of early death from diabetes is increasing. The need to take urgent action on diabetes is clearer than ever, said Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Director General of the World Health Organization. The number of people with diabetes has quadrupled in the last 40 years. It is the only major communicable disease for which the risk of dying early is going up, rather than down. And a high proportion of people who are severely ill in hospital with COVID-19 have diabetes. The Global Diabetes Compact will help to catalyze political commitment for action to increase the accessibility and affordability of life-saving medicine for diabetes and also for its prevention and diagnosis. Canada has a proud history of diabetes research and innovation. From the discovery of insulin in 1921 to 100 years later, we continue working to support people living with diabetes, said the Honorable Patty Haju, Minister of Health, Canada. But we cannot take on diabetes alone. We must share knowledge and foster international collaboration to help people with diabetes live longer, healthier lives in Canada and around the world. Urgent action needed on increasing access to affordable insulin. One of the most urgent areas of work is to increase access to diabetes diagnosis tools and medicines, particularly insulin, in low and middle-income countries. The introduction of a pilot program for WHO pre-qualification of insulin in 2019 has been an important step. Currently, the insulin market is dominated by 3 companies. Pre-qualification of insulin product by more manufacturers could help increases the availability of quality assured insulin to countries that are currently not meeting demand. In addition, discussions are already underway with manufacturers of insulin and other diabetes medicine and diagnosis tools about a venue that could help meet demand at a price that a country can afford. Insulin is not the only scarce commodity. Many people struggle to obtain and afford blood glucose meters and test strips as well. In addition, about half of all adults with type 2 diabetes remain undiagnosed, and 50% of people with type 2 diabetes don't get the insulin they need, placing them at avoidable risk of debilitating and irreversible complications such as early death, limb amputation, and sight loss. Innovation will be one of the core components of the compact, with a focus developing and evaluating low-cost technologies and digital solutions for diabetes care. Global target to be agreed on the compact will also focus on catalyzing progress by setting global coverage target for diabetes care. A global price tag will quantify the cost and benefit of meeting this new target. The compact will also advocate for fulfilling the commitment made by government to include diabetes prevention and treatment into primary healthcare and as a part of universal health coverage package. A key aim of the Global Diabetes Compact is to unite key stakeholders from the public and private sector and critically people who live with diabetes around a common agenda to generate new momentum and co-create solutions, said Dr. Bente Mikkelsen, Director of the Department of Non-Communicable Disease at WHO. The all-hands-on-deck approach to the COVID-19 response is showing us what can be achieved when different sectors work together to find solutions to an urgent public health problem. People watching the summit will hear from the people living with diabetes from India, Lebanon, Singapore, the United Republic of Tanzania, the USA, and Zimbabwe about the challenge they face in managing their diabetes and how this could be overcome. Part of the summit has been co-designed with people who live with diabetes and will give them a global platform to explain what they are expecting from the compact and how they would like to be involved in its further development and implementation. That is the news that I can deliver. Bye!